It also looks like TeddyG is behind just slightly in the processor war. But we're getting all loaded up. ESV Muspelheim for Game 1, as I've already mentioned. So here we go for Game 1 of the Zamboni Showmatch. Spawning down here in the lower right-hand corner of ESV Muspelheim, it is our yellow Zerg player, ZamKingelman. And spawning across from him in the top left, in the red color playing Protoss, it is ZamTeddyG. So let's use my awesome tool to bring up our map as soon as I stop messing up. Oh well. I guess I'll just load it again. Doop-a-doo. You can see all my maps here. There we go. So we have our red Protoss player up here in the top left, and our yellow Zerg player down here in the bottom right. You can see there's 2 Xel'Naga towers on this map right here and right here. They give views over the central attack paths, as well as these little island plateau things that are pretty cool. I realized that I haven't moved the stream yet, so let's do that. Oh god. Oh god. I'm messing everything up here. There we go. Alright, so we need that, we need that. So there we go. Now we can take a look at the map. You can see a fairly easy third base to take actually, but it is a little bit exposed. You'll tend to expand here and here. And as a Zerg player, this is going to be your important base to defend, your third base. There's 2 main attack paths in that the Protoss can take. He can just head in this way, or he can head in the front door. And it's important that you have a watch over both of them. Taking control of the 2 Xel'Naga towers can really help you with that. As you see, the main base is actually pretty small. And another important feature, you have destructible rocks just right here. It'll make your Forge Fast expand really easy, and you can actually do a full wall off with it, and then break down the destructible rocks to get out. So that's just kind of a quick overview of our map as we head into game. Ooh, I was lagging, apparently. Alright, well I might have to look at work on that for next couple of games. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, we do see the Forge Fast expand coming out from TeddyG, going Forge and then Nexus, with no cannon as of yet, but we see he's actually fairly safe with that. It was a pool first opening from Kingelman, but he doesn't have any Zerglings out on the map. He's got this drone in his opponent's main base and just getting nice map vision with his overlords. Following very quickly up with a hatchery and a gas geyser. Speed started as well. So a nice speedling opening for Kingelman, and he may try and put a little bit of pressure into TeddyG. We see he still hasn't made a cannon, instead putting the gateway down. Now the drone being harassed, it looks like I'm actually slowing up the game quite a bit here. I may close some stuff between games. And Kingelman, actually known for his proxy hatcheries here. We've seen him do it a couple of times, just to try and generate some creep in his opponent's base. It doesn't look like that's quite the spot he wanted to put that down in. It may just be to make his Protoss opponent react a little bit to it. I don't think he's actually going to proxy hatch, at least initially. Drones coming alive, and yeah, this is really slow. I think I'm going to just close Tactician for now. That'll help us out. And everything proceeding fairly normally. The drone getting a good scout in, seeing the cybernetics core timing is pretty important. He does know that he's trapped in after seeing that Forge Fast expand. I don't know why my mouse is blinking like this. Anyway, ZamTeddyG has control of the watchtower, and we'll be able to see any Zerglings that head out across the map. You see there still aren't any in production. If we look at the units tab, we see basically only worker units for both players. But a very quick lair for Kingelman, 6 minutes 30 seconds on the lair, and the first unit on the way for either player is going to be a sentry from ZamTeddyG as he starts his warp gate technology. And this is kind of the important moment for ZamTeddyG where he decides what he wants to do the rest of the game. He's going to have to clear out the drone as well as the Overlord with his sentry, and then we'll start to see what he has planned. Will it be a Stargate opening? Will it be a Robo opening? This is a fairly new map for both players. There's actually a proxy hatch going down. Immediately canceled, but he keeps the drone alive still. This is quite a waste of minerals, I have to say. But maybe he thinks that isn't too important to him. Another sentry immediately queued up. The warp gate actually not being chrono boosted at all. We see the chrono boost basically just being used on probes. Drone is finally cleaned up by ZamTeddyG, and he'll show us his tech, and he's going up to 4 gates in a robotics facility, which is a very nice early game transition. And there's actually a 5th gate being thrown down as well. So he'll be able to put on a lot of pressure with this. And talking to Kingelman before the game, he said one of the things that he didn't like are early immortal timings, kind of immortal busts. We see he's going for the Roach Warren, which is a very smart transition, and getting the movement speed increase for Overlords, and we might see drop play coming very quickly. There's a Baneling Nest as well. And this looks to be a fairly exciting build from both players. ZamTeddyG going to be the aggressor, at least early on, I think. But the drops might catch him off guard. It might be kind of a counterattack strategy. We see ZamTeddyG actually supply blocked right now at 44 supply, which is going to be a little bit rough for him. But with all these gateways being powered up, this will give him enough to warp in a nice couple of rounds of units and put on some pressure. He doesn't have a pylon across the map, which is going to come back to haunt him, I think. And Kingelman sending the Zerglings at the front. Will he try a Baneling bust? That's something that I think he's been looking to do. And ZamTeddyG, meanwhile, making just sentries. This is going to be really difficult for him. These Zerglings getting in here, trying to take down the destructible rocks. The sentries in the cannon doing a little bit of damage to the Zergling force. Now getting in, he's trying to take out a couple of the sentries if he can. But there's an Immortal. So the Immortal out for ZamTeddyG. That counters Roaches, which, as we see, actually haven't been made. Kingelman staying entirely on Zerglings. It looks like he wants to start something out of the Roach Warren, but nothing yet. There's the Overlord drop upgrade. Now ZamTeddyG looking around, hunting for the Zerglings, and the Zealot warp in doing very nicely. He even traps a couple. The best force fields there, but good enough as he catches the Zerglings. And we see ZamTeddyG actually has the supply lead, which is very strange in a PvZ situation. Does Kingelman see this move out? It looks like that was just out of range for him. So this move out fairly hidden. We see a couple of pylons, a couple of sentries being thrown down up here at a forward position. Zerglings being caught, and they're actually headed cross map. He does catch this Immortal. That's a very important catch for him, as that really weakens the push of ZamTeddyG. But this aggression kind of going unabated. Overlord drop upgrade nearly done. He might just drop these Zerglings into the main base, and he will have to use a warp in to try and stop that. But this is a very scary looking Protoss force. Not a whole lot of anti-air here, but that doesn't matter too much. As we see, he waits, and now Kingelman just elevatoring Zerglings into his opponent's main base. Meanwhile, the engagement going on here. Guardian Shield going up to try and reduce the Roach damage. Zealot's getting in on top, and he's going to come in here. Overlord's flying over the battle to try and tank some of the damage from this. A lot of Roaches here. I can't tell how the battle is going. A lot of the Zealots have fallen. It's just a sentry force now for ZamTeddyG. That's doing a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Zerglings in the main have been cleaned up, but at a huge cost. A lot of the probes have gone down, and ZamTeddyG actually forced back. There's the GG from ZamTeddyG, and Kingelman takes game 1. The Zergling drop into the main, killing a lot of workers there, and able to take game 1. I think that might have been a little bit premature from TeddyG, as he did quite a bit of damage to the army. But regardless, game 1 goes to Kingelman, and we'll head